Welcome back to Not Over Being Sober with me, Wells. On today's episode, I want to talk more about my sobriety journey and a little bit of history with my favorite drink and my new favorite drink. You could almost say like my kind of my go-to drink when I'm out now is a virgin mojito. I like it because it has kind of a lot of different nuances to it, a lot of flavor to it. It's kind of has a little bit of vibrance and energy to the drink. It's better than just like, I don't know, getting like a soda or something like that. It kind of makes me feel like I'm still part of the party, even though I'm not drinking alcohol. That being said, I want to get a little personal today and talk about a drink historically that's kind of near and dear and close to my heart. And that drink is sweet tea. So my family is from, or at least half of my family is from Maryland. And when I was a kid, I remember going there, and one of the first things my great aunt would give me or let me have was sweet tea. And back east, they make sweet tea by like the gallons. So she had this massive pitcher of sweet tea, and then she would just pour that up. It was always on hand, always on stock, and I just really enjoyed it. So I came up with the idea that why not mix the two? Why not mix something that's nostalgic and also mix something with the current, which is my virgin mojito. So I came up with an idea to make you guys sweet tea mojitos. So we're gonna make sweet tea virgin mojitos today. Hope you enjoy it. It's super easy to make. Most of it is just the prep. Most of it's just making the sweet tea, and then it's just literally combining it. Anyone can do this. It's super simple. You're gonna see how simple it is. So the first thing you wanna do is I got like 12 bags of sweet tea, like the individual tea bags. You want the I got like Lipton's black tea, but any just standard black tea will work. So you get 12 bags of tea, black tea, Lipton's tea. You put it in a pitcher like this, right? And then you just pour boiling water over it. So the tea bags are steeping. And then you just submerge the tea bags in that boiling hot water for about 5 to 7 minutes or so. I kind of like to steep a little bit longer. They say like 5 minutes, but I let mine steep a little bit longer than that. You submerge it in the water, make sure it's deep and submerged, and make sure it's really steeping. Obviously, you'll see the color change from clear to amber, brown, dark brown, something like that. So then once you do that, you take the tea bags out, put it in the trash, and then you put a cup of sugar in the pitcher. Depending on how sweet you want your sweet tea, I mean, it's in the title, it's called sweet tea, but if you don't want too much, you can do a little bit less. It's pretty much to taste. So I put a cup of sugar, and then you want to stir that sugar until it's dissolved completely. That is how you make sweet tea. Super easy, right? Okay, so we're gonna do sweet tea mojitos. First things first is what's really important in a mojito is your fresh mint. Your fresh mint. So you want to get some leaves of fresh mint, right? And there's this thing called a muddler. If you don't have a muddler, you can use the back of a spoon. Before I bought this, I would use a smaller like glass or like a plastic cup probably, because you don't want to like do glass on glass and break a cup. So like this, so you'll have something that's a smaller, what is that, circumference, something, and then you can just like press down. So I'll show you. You get like, let's get a good bunch of leaves. We're gonna make 2 today. So you get a whole bunch of leaves in the bottom. Don't be shy with your leaves, like go after it. You can never really have too much mint in my opinion. Like this is really a massive factor of what a mojito is. So you wanna just do, it's kind of like, you know, when you cook spinach and it's like you put a huge handful of spinach in there and it like disappears and you're like, where did all my spinach go? I kind of feel like that with mint, especially when you're muddling it. I feel like I put a lot in, and then once I muddle it down, I feel like a lot of it disappears. So you want to put a whole bunch in there. Oops. And then a little bit more, like I said. And then you get to take out a little bit of aggression, not too much aggression, but you want to push down and then rotate, push down, rotate. So what you're doing here is you're releasing all those oils from the mint. You should be able to smell it. It's quite pungent and quite fragrant. So yeah, you just want to get in there good. So then when you put the other stuff in there, it really captures those oils and you really get that flavor. So push down, rotate, push down, rotate, push down, rotate. Super easy. Okay. Next up, we have lime juice. Big factor in mojitos is lime juice. Limes are amazing. I can't speak enough about limes. They're good with everything. Especially, fun fact, I know we're talking about virgin mojitos, but if you like make guacamole at home, or even if you like buy guacamole, a little hack is you squeeze a little bit of lime juice on top and do a little bit of like, what's it called? Like salt, but the kind that you like grind. Like it's like salt crystals and then grind. Put a little bit of lime juice and a little bit of that grinded like salt on top. Elevates your guacamole into the stratosphere. And if you like hot sauce, just a little hot sauce on top. I like Cholula or Tapatio with my guac, something like that. You can thank me later. Anyway, back to the virgin mojito, virgin sweet tea mojito. Lime juice. If you don't have a juicer, I think this is called, obviously you can just use your hand, but I'm gonna use that. So we're gonna do a half of lime juice for each one. Oops. Super, super, super simple. Super. One more. And then when I was talking about how most of this is just kind of like prepping beforehand, that's just mixing it together. Another thing that I just literally learned how to do today for this show for you guys is I've never made simple syrup before. Simple syrup is basically just sugar and water, but since it's tea, what goes with tea other than lemon? What's the main thing that goes with tea? Honey. So I made honey simple syrup today. Super, super easy. I did a cup of water and a half cup of honey in a saucepan, a little sauce pot on low heat. And then I just waited for the honey to dissolve. And I got, this glass is still hot, honey simple syrup. How dope is that? So we're gonna put a little bit, this is kind of warm, guys. We're gonna put a little bit in each one. So you get a little bit more sugar, but you also get that honey taste that's so familiar with tea. Boom. Next, what are we gonna do? Next, virgin sweet tea mojito. You can't have a sweet tea mojito without the sweet tea. So we're gonna do some sweet tea in both. And I always pour a little bit less than I think, because a big, massive factor of my cocktails and mixed drinks is ice. So you always want to make sure you have space for the ice. That being said, I forgot my ice. Hold on. I literally said, don't forget your ice, and I forgot my ice. So next thing I want to do is I'm going to put ice in here, because we're almost done. I told you this is super easy. A lot of ice. I feel like this would be really good like during the summer, or just anytime you're outside and it's warm. I mean, I live in Southern California, so it's always warm. All right, so we got enough ice, you can see that. And then the piece de resistance, another thing that has really helped me with my sobriety journey is anything that has like kind of bubbles to it, or like I like to say fizzy element, it's kind of my word, I should trademark it. A fizzy element to drink really like elevates a mocktail, because for the most part, like a lot of drinks that I might make is just like, might just be like fruit juice or something else, but like the fizzy element really makes it feel like, I guess you could say adult a little bit, I guess. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of like the alcohol without the alcohol. So we got some club soda. How funny would that be if it exploded on me right during the show? All right, so we got some club soda. And this is bringing us back to the mojito element. But before I forget, we got all this goodies in here. We got the lime juice, we got the mint, we got the simple syrup. We want to give it a quick, small, little subtle stir just to get everything kind of combining real well before I finish this off. Cool. All right. Now I want to top this with my club soda. Ooh, those bubbles. Nice. And if I was just making this for myself, I'd be done. But since I'm making one for me and one for you, I like to get a little fancy with it. You have to have some kind of garnish. So obviously, since there's lime in there, we're gonna have lime. And because it's tea and I didn't really put this in anything else, I'm gonna get a little lemon garnish. Because when I make drinks for my friends, I like to get kind of fancy with it. It's just fun for everyone involved, and it's better than just like, I don't know, just pouring someone just a couple different liquids in a cup. You know, you just kind of want to get fancy with it. Okay, so we're gonna do a trick for garnishes. Circle like this, one slit, so it looks like this. You see that? Like that. And then you just put it in the glass. Boom, super easy. Same thing with the lime. Just a little slice. Oops, this is massive, but it's okay. You just want it to like kind of sit on the lip of the glass. On the lip of the glass, perfect. And then the cool part about mint is if you see the top stem right here, this part, you just snap that off and it's an immediate like gorgeous garnish that you can just put on top. Boom. Look at that. You can make that for all your friends. They're gonna go crazy. And obviously this is my virgin sweet tea mojito, but obviously you can easily add alcohol to this if you want to. It's pretty much mix and match, but this wouldn't be complete if I didn't try it. I have to try it. Let's hope this tastes good. I hope it tastes good. I'm not gonna lie, that is wow. I taste the honey, I taste the mint, I taste the lime. The sweet tea really like brings it together because I've been out and I drink virgin mojitos quite often, and sometimes I just feel something missing. It kind of just, I'll be honest, it kind of tastes like I'm drinking almost like air with lime and mint. So the sweet tea really adds another dimension of flavor to it. I feel really combines it really well, and it's really, really good. This really reminds me of like having sweet tea at my great aunt's house, and it's crazy. It like brings back like the nostalgia of me back then and now the current environment and energy and how I'm living now. It really kind of bridges that gap, and I don't know, this feels really special. This feels really good. But like I said, this is super easy. I mean, I believe you can make the honey like simple syrup in advance and just have it like in a bottle or something, and the sweet tea literally takes 10 minutes max. And since it's boiling water on the tea bags, since you know you're going to be mixing it with ice anyway, you don't even have to wait for the tea to like cool down once you're after you steep it. So for me, for the most part, it looks like a super elegant drink, but it took what, I don't know, 10 minutes to make after the prep, and the prep doesn't even take that long. I highly recommend this. I think this is really, really delicious. It would also be cool, like I know I said that this is good, this would be good like during, you know, warm weather and being outside. I also feel like you could do a mix on this where the tea is still hot. I probably would omit the soda water because I don't know how soda water and warm would do. But anyway, I feel like you could make this as like a warm drink during like the holiday season as well. I think that'd also be incredibly delicious. But this is awesome. This is literally the first time I've ever made this drink. I made it for you here in direct. This drink is for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really glad I got to share some personal details of my life with you and my sobriety journey that's continuing on. If you try this drink, let me know how it is. I really appreciate you for watching and listening to me and taking this ride with me. It's an amazing, amazing experience for me. And if you're starting your sobriety journey, I hope it's an amazing experience for you as well. Take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.